Welcome back, everyone. With me now is Tiffany Smith. She's a local realtor here, but she's here to share some successful tips on staging your home. A lot of people either need to move or upgrade, but we want to sell it and sell it fast, right?
Absolutely.
So let's talk about staging. We hear about it on TLC shows and such. Why is staging so important in preparing the home for sale?
Well, the average buyer really does not have an idea of proportion, of dimension. So when you actually have furniture in the home, it's much easier for them to be able to see that their king size bed will fit there, or their large armoire will fit in a room or whatnot. So it just makes it much easier for the buyer to be able to visualize and see themselves at home. Plus it makes it feel like home when there's actually furniture there. So when it comes to staging, one of the first things that a seller needs to remember is that the first impression is the lasting impression.
I bet.
It's a tough thing to get a buyer to come back in and things are not as they should be or at the absolute best that it could possibly be. So what I always tell my sellers is declutter. We hear that all the time on all of the shows. Declutter even the cabinetry and the closets.
Yeah,
those
because
are
people
so important.
they go looking, don't they? They want to
really do.
They
really do.
In your
they really
cabinets,
do.
and I didn't realize that, but that's true.
And another thing that they forget a lot of times is to actually stage the room for its normal purpose. So if you have a bedroom that you're using as an office, it's okay to leave the office furniture there, but sometimes you may need to put a day bed in that room, or you may need to actually totally stage it as a bedroom, just to be sure that the buyer sees, I can get a king size or a queen size bed in that room.
And we have some pictures for everyone at home. So we're going to start. It's a family room, and we're going to show you the before picture. Now, it's a beautiful room, of course, but you have that creative edge. And what did you do to change this up and make it more appealing?
This was from the front door of the house. And when you walked to the front door, the first thing you saw was the back of the sofa. So it doesn't show how open that space is. This is a very large room. So the next picture is the after. When you open that room up, that's just a matter of redesigning, repositioning, and I added a few things that we did buy with the seller, but the majority of that was actually things that the seller owned. It's just a matter of repositioning. We can go to the next picture.
And sometimes I bet you find that a lot. They have this necessary items, they just don't know how to place them.
We all have things that we love and we use them in our own way, so now we're going to repurpose them and simplify. This is a bedroom, normal kid's bedroom, and let's show the after.
Oh, wow.
Here, I had to clean up some things. We stored away a lot of things. Let's go to the next one.
That's beautiful.
This is the next bedroom. This is actually the after.
This is what my bedroom looks like.
Love that. This is actually the after, but that was the before. So there you see, it was just adding a few little items to it. I love to shop when it comes to home staging, but for the most part, it doesn't take a whole lot. You don't have to spend a lot of money just to get things where they need to be. Because what you're trying to do is present something that the buyer can have the experience that it's actually home, but at the same time, it gives them those dimensions. So my key, if I had to say one thing that a seller needs to remember when they're staging their home, is to become the minimalist. I love to go over the top. I love the extra whatnots, but 1 to 3 things on a surface would be so much better than having lots of things. Simplifying when it comes to colors. We know that sometimes red is not the best color for a bedroom, so we go in and we paint and we repurpose and use furniture maybe in a little simpler fashion.
And let me ask you about this. We hear a lot of people telling us we want the home to smell great.
Yes.
Is baking a pie, is that the real trick too, or is it candles? Tell me about scents that we need to be aware of.
I actually do that for open houses.
Do you?
I do bake pies or cookies, either of the two. But if you love scents and you do all the different scents that you can actually plug in, just make sure that it's one so it's consistent all over the entire home. But that is very, very important. The first impression goes along with the smell, so you're actually touching all of those senses. And even when you decorate and you do all of your different decor or whatnot, textures and things like that are so important. So if sellers are out there and they're preparing to put their home on the market, feel free to go to my website, and they can go to the website. It's TiffanySmithRealtor.com, or they can give me a call at 318-355-9110, and I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Sounds good. Sometimes it is best to ask the professional. Thanks for sharing those with us.
Thanks for the invitation.
Sure, anytime. And up next, here's a look at Type True View Doppler. Tom is back with your weekend forecast.